Have you ever noticed how the friends you grew up with eventually just start to disappear? And it's usually not all at once either. It's usually a slow process where they start falling off one by one. And before you know it, you're 10 years into adulthood. And the friends you grew up with, that group is just down to a couple close friends, or maybe everyone is gone. And once you stop to think about why everyone has left, at first you might think that you did something wrong, but in reality, almost everyone goes through this. And it's normal and it's okay to feel indifferently about it, but it can be difficult to come to terms with. And the truth is that that's life, and life changes everyone. See, the thing about life is life moves fast, and we are pretty much forced to move at its pace. We don't get to pick how fast we grow up or how fast life around us changes. We have to go with the flow or drown. And as you get older, your friends do too. You all become adults in the real world. You all get different jobs, start different relationships, and some of you may move to other cities. You get responsibilities like bills, family, your career. You're no longer all in class together, goofing around, having a good time. You're no longer staying up all night together playing Modern Warfare 2. You're now an adult, and everyone's life is so fast paced that, unfortunately, some people get left behind. And it's not because anyone did anything wrong, but because life changes, and so does your friends group. Some friendships end as soon as you get that diploma and you walk out of the school doors for the last time. Most of those people you grew up with, you will never see again. But other friendships will fade slowly over time. These are usually your really close friends, the ones you talk to every day, but eventually you get fewer texts from them, you start hanging out less, and the worst text of all, the "I'm busy" text, becomes all too frequent. And it hurts because those were your homies. Now they're gone, and it's usually not your fault, and it's usually not a fight that causes it, but it might feel like it's your fault, and it probably stings a bit too, but it's usually not personal. It's just life. When you look back to your younger days, primarily grade school, you'll remember how many friends you had, because the more friends you had, the more popular you were, or the better it made you feel knowing all these people were your friends. See, when you're younger, the number of friends is usually more important than the quality of your friends. But when you get older and life hits you, you quickly realize that it's not about how many friends you have, but instead how many of your friends are actually your friends. Because there will come a time when you need help, whether it's financial help, physical help, emotional help, you will need someone. And you're going to reach out to all these people, however many friends that you have left in your group, and only a few will actually be there for you. And then you'll realize that you really only have probably one or two actual friends left in your life. But those few friends that are still around are infinitely more important than the hundreds of friends you used to have that left you behind. And those are the friends that you will remember when life gets hard, or when you're at the end of your life looking back. They will be the ones you are happy and proud to call your friends. The reality is, friendships come to an end. And that's okay, it's normal. It doesn't mean you did anything wrong, and you're not the only one to go through this. But it's also important not to get main character syndrome either, because chances are you probably ghosted a friend too and left them behind. And they're like, dang, I miss that dude. But again, it happens, it's life. But remember, you also have to try to keep friendships intact. And when a friend reaches out to you for help, are you going to sacrifice and help them? Or are you just going to tell them, oh, I'm busy, and lay in bed the rest of the day? Because I know we've all done that before. It takes two to tango, so just remember that. That's one thing that nobody tells you when you're younger. It's how much effort it takes to maintain friendships when you're older. It's easy when you're in school to keep friendships alive because you see them every day for like 12 years. You don't really have to try much. But when you're older, everyone has jobs or families and responsibilities. Keeping up on your friendships now becomes something you have to plan for. You have to put in the effort to hang out and spend time together, and everyone's busy schedule has to sync at the same time in order to actually meet up. Unfortunately, most friendships don't survive adulthood. Not because you hate each other, but life just makes you drift apart. Something I realized when I got older was that the people you end up spending most of your time with usually aren't who you expected. When you're in school, you think your buddies are going to be there forever, for the rest of your life. But it usually doesn't work out like that. Sometimes the people you end up with are the ones you meet later in life, maybe at work or the gym or some type of hobby that you picked up on. And at first it might feel weird or even wrong, like you're replacing your old friends, but you're not. You're just moving on to new chapters in your life. And with new chapters comes new people. So friends will leave and slowly disappear, but that's normal. That's life. But not everyone will leave. A few will stick around through everything that you go through. And those are the ones that mean more than all the other ones that left combined. Don't stress out about the ones who vanish. Don't beat yourself up about it. Instead, focus on the ones who stick around. I want you to take a moment to look at your friend groups from back in the day. Who's still here? And I want you to listen to this part here. If you don't listen to anything else I say in the video, listen to this part here. The friends that you still have in your life, I want you to reach out to them right now, send them a text or give them a phone call, and tell them that you appreciate them. Tell them something that'll brighten up their day. Reach out to them. Thanks for hanging out and listening to me talk today. I appreciate everyone. I'll see you all in the next video, and stay frosty.